Hey guys, this is SK Dwivedi. Friends, we are going to take the optional public administration, right? So, not much we are going to discuss about public administration. Straight away we are going to discuss about the thinkers, because in paper 1, thinkers play very important role in evolution of this entire subject, right? Because earlier this subject was not present, this subject has evolved gradually, right? So in evolution of this subject there were contribution of so many persons. They are from various fields, they were educationists, they were from journalists, they were from public administration part, that is from the government bodies, right? So eventually if you see, it's a compact form which not only comprises one single person, but it comprises so many thinkers in it, right? So first thinker we are going to discuss Woodrow Wilson. This Woodrow Wilson, he is known as a father of administration, or say public administration, father of public administration. So whenever the question arises, who is the father of public administration, then Woodrow Wilson is known as the father of it. The question is, why he is known as the father of public administration? That time we need to study the historical aspect, right? Historical aspect of that time. That time means, first you should know about from where Woodrow Wilson belongs. Woodrow Wilson was an American, and later on he became the president. Full form लिख देता हूँ, President of USA. Okay. So just imagine why he became the father. There are some historical aspects, and what are the historical aspects we are going to discuss right now. During the phase of Woodrow Wilson, let's discuss about some historical aspect from 1865 to 1915. In 1865 to 1915, what is happening in America? America is going through a industrialization phase. राइट, हैवी इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, एक औद्योगिकरण का जो फेज था इस समय यहां पर चल रहा था, राइट। नेक्स्ट जो है रिकंस्ट्रक्शन, का एक एरा था, फर्स्ट, सेकेंड, थर्ड. First is industrialization phase is already going on. Second, the reconstruction era means the reconstructional part of the entire USA was going on. Third is Gilded Age. What is the Gilded Age? Gilded Age is nothing but the, as you know, I told you the industrialization phase is already going on. So at the same time, a super rich class has created. Like this. This is the super rich class, and others are the janta, local janta were there. So this type of situation has been created in USA, right? Next is a progressive era. Progression is also going on, because if you see the entire USA, फ्लोरिडा है, एक यहाँ पर अलास्का है, बात का है, उसको आप छोड़ दीजिए, यहाँ पर आपका कुछ एरिया आपका हवाई का रीजन है, ये अलास्का है. सो यहाँ पर हो क्या रहा था एट द टाइम पर, ये जो नॉर्दर्न एरिया है ये, और वेस्टर्न पार्ट है ये दो एरिया में क्या हो रहा था, एक ये जो गिल्डेड एज वाला सिस्टम है, दैट हैज बीन अप्लाइड हियर. द सुपर रिच आर से डेवलपमेंट हैज, जो डेवलपमेंट का फेज था केवल इस फेज में ही रहा, और रेस्ट ऑफ द जो फेज था ये पुअर रहा, अंडर डेवलप्ड रहा. ठीक है. What I'm trying to explain you, before explaining about the Woodrow Wilson's concept and he became the father of public administration, you should know little bit about the historical aspect of the USA at the time of the Woodrow Wilson's or prior to him. So this entire USA was, northern and western part of the were developed. The rest southern part is poor or underdeveloped, right? So progressive era is also going on, right? Next is, fifth is rise of industrialization. As I already discussed you here, because in most of the parts, especially northern and southern part, industrialization has grown rapidly. Next is 6. Held immigrations. Immigrations is also on that time. Why this immigration has taken place? Because some parts of the USA, especially northern and western part, were developing very rapidly, but the southern part has become almost underdeveloped and poor. So the people were, migrating in these areas, somewhere in Europe as well. So these were the situation at the time of the 1865 to 1915. Why this situation was going on, we will discuss here. Shall I rub it? As you know, in 1787, Abraham Lincoln became the president. In 1791, a Bill of Right came. So, in this way, a constitutional framework. Here, what happened? Constitution being signed. Constitution being signed. This constitution helped to run entire USA. So the entire body is focusing on political aspect. What they tried to change, modify, rectify everything, whatever they are trying to do it in constitutional system or in law part, policies part, right? But they are missing a very important part like administration. This was the pinching issue every time in the history of America. Okay. So this was the background of the America at the time of the Woodrow Wilson, when he born and he got the studies. So this was the situation is already on. What I told you, the administrative system were missing, means how to improve the administration, how to work for the administrative aspect. That was the missing part. Okay. Now we start with the Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson, born in 1856 and died in 1924. I suppose just clear it. In 1856, he and one more thing I just want to tell you. In 1913 to 1921, he became the president. Okay. He became the president of USA. So this was the age. What I tried to explain you in historical part during the 1854 to 1915. So this was the whole situation during the Woodrow Wilson. He was eminent personality for this public administration. He wrote various books, papers related with the public administration. But the entire thing, if you see how it has evolved. In 1873, first he got admission in Davidson College, and from here gradually he achieved so many disciplinary degrees. Then he went to Princeton, and then he went for in 1882 did his law from Atlanta and started practicing. Right? This is the background of the Woodrow Wilson. Next, in 1883, he joined Johns Hopkins University. In 1886, went for PhD. And this PhD is based on their political science and history. During this era, he wrote a book that is known as Congressional Government. This congressional government is nothing but the study of American politics. Study of American politics. And this become the dissertation of their PhD. His PhD. जो PhD का डिसर्टेशन होता है, जो टॉपिक होता है, यही इनका यहाँ पर ये टॉपिक बना, राइट. He gradually, after completing their PhD degree, he got the job in universities. First he got the job in women university. Later on, when he was in women university, he wrote a article that is The State, right. And The State, what he did, एक कंपैरिजन इन्होंने ट्राई किया इस्टेब्लिश करने का से कंपैरेटिव गवर्नेंस सिस्टम. In this article, right, I am trying to discuss about the historical aspect of the Woodrow Wilson, because when we are going to study their making a father of public administration, what are the backgrounds or what are the main cause has appeared in that time which has sparkled the Woodrow Wilson is very important to study, and that becomes the basis for this subject, public administration, right. So after getting the PhD degree, he got he became the professor in Princeton University, and later on he became the president of the Princeton University. He given a he tried to give something to the Princeton University, so that time it became the renowned university during the American history. He worked for Princeton University a lot. So this was the thing what as a president of Princeton University, Woodrow Wilson did. 1911-13, he became the governor of New Jersey, and in 1913 he became the president of USA. So this was the history of Woodrow Wilson as an academician, and then as an administrator, as an academician, or as a student, then academician, researcher, and then administrator, right, and lastly he became the president. So this was the background of Woodrow Wilson, and that makes him father of public administration. The question is why he is known as a father, what he did, that we are going to study. In this time, a spoil system is going on. What do you understand by the spoil system? The spoil system is nothing but a system where winning पार्टी के जो मेंबर होते थे, द मेंबर्स ऑफ द विनिंग पार्टी, दे डायरेक्टली बिकम द हायर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. मीन्स जो भी प्रेसिडेंट बनता था उसकी जो गवर्निंग बॉडी होती थी, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव बॉडी होती थी, उसमें ये जो मेंबर्स होते थे जो इलेक्शन को जिताने में मदद करते थे, दे डायरेक्टली टेकन द पार्ट इन द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सिस्टम ऑफ अमेरिका. दे गॉट गुड जॉब्स, दे गॉट गुड पोजीशंस. So this was the spoil system that was prevailed at that time. Means why I am discussing about the spoil system. In that time, many people who they are devoid of the administrative background, they just became the administrator. They have no experience, they have no knowledge about the administration, but they become the administrator. And this help this creates a problem and chaos in the administrative setup of the particular ministry or particular department. So this was the system also going on. There are few people who generated a spark. First one, Edmund Burke. Edmund Burke, what he did, he influenced Wilson's political philosophy. मीन्स जो पॉलिटिकल फिलॉसफी विल्सन को मिली थी वो इनके लेखों के द्वारा, इनके राइटिंग्स के द्वारा इनको मिला. बिकॉज ये एक आयरिश थे, आयरलैंड के थे, थिंकर्स थे, राइटर थे. तो इन्होंने क्या किया, इनको जो विल्सन की जो पॉलिटिकल फिलॉसफी थी उसको इन्फ्लुएंस किया. इस तरीके से विल्सन इनके लिखा जो भी इन्होंने बुक्स लिखी थी उसके द्वारा इन्फ्लुएंस हुए. नेक्स्ट क्या हुआ, वॉल्टर बैजॉट. वॉल्टर बेजॉट ये एक ब्रिटिशर्स थे, जर्नलिस्ट थे. कहाँ के थे, ब्रिटिश के थे. व्हाट ही डिड, ही इन्फ्लुएंस्ड वुड्रो विल्सन अटेंशन टुवर्ड्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. Walter Bagehot, he was a Britisher and a journalist. He brought attention towards administration and comparative government. Being as a journalist, businessman, essayist, he tried to write the problems of that time's comparative government. as an European, he was focusing on the issues of the European administrative system, governing system. So a clear attention of regarding administration and comparative governance, this system has been brought by the Walter Bagehot, has influenced the Woodrow Wilson. First, he got the political philosophy. Second, he got the administration and comparative government. And third one was Richard T. Ely. He was a professor. Richard T. Ely he stimulated what he stimulated? An interest about what? About administrative studies, right? He stimulated interest about administrative studies. Go for the administrative studies. First, he got the political philosophy from one person, Edmund Burke. Then he got the administrative and comparative governance attention from the Walter Bagehot. And thirdly, he got the stimulated interest to go for the administrative studies. This administrative studies, this word, once Richard T. Ely said that when I talked about the say importance of administration, when I talked about the importance of administration, I felt that I struck a stimulation in Wilson to go for the administrative studies. Means T. Ely has exactly, he is saying that he sparked. Okay. So these three people were there, these three eminent personalities were there who tried to influence, tried to brought the attention and stimulated or say they sparked the interest to go for the study of administrative part, also studies. Right? In 1887, he wrote an essay. This essay, which he wrote in 1887, in three parts. अब इसको पार्ट इसलिए हम कहते हैं क्योंकि जब इन्होंने लिखना चालू किया था, सो फर्स्ट ही रोट, later on he brought some changes, second time he wrote and changed the title, again thirdly he wrote and they finalized the entire essay. So first he wrote notes on administration, notes on administration, first he write. जब पहला इन्होंने ऐसे लिखा तो उसका जो हेडलाइन था वो दैट वाज द नोट्स ऑन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. देन ही ब्रॉट सम चेंजेस ड्यू टू द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट एट दैट टाइम. ही अगेन गो फॉर द चेंजेस एंड सेकेंडली ही नोन गेव इट द नेम द आर्ट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, आर्ट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट और से गवर्नेंस. Right? Next time again he go for changes and finally he gave the name the study of administration. See the evolution. First he writes something about the administration as in the form of notes. Then he said that no, it is the art of governance. Then he finally given the name study of administration. Okay. Just focus on this third note, third essay when he brought some changes. The study of administration. This essay has brought a revolution. This essay brought revolution in the academic field. How it brought the evolution? Earlier I told you, with the help of the historical aspect, everything is being focused on political aspect. The periphery of the political aspect, law making, policy making, how it should be implemented, how it should be framed, how it should be framed in such a manner so the political political hegemony must be maintained. So that was the system at that time. But first time, as a discipline or say as an academic point of view, the study of administration, he brought attention that go for the study. Study of what? Study of administration. Because earlier administration, as I told you, that it dealt only with the part and parcel of political system. Entire focus on political system. But exactly the execution part was missing, where the system has been actually been implemented. So first time Woodrow Wilson has given the focus on the study of administration, right? So this topic later on became the revolution for the academicians, and this particular note or essay has given the title to Woodrow Wilson as a father of administration. Right? Now I think you can understand क्यों वुड्रो विल्सन को हम लोग फादर के रूप में जानते हैं. बहुत सारे इन्होंने काम किए. काम क्या किया? एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो अभी तक नेग्लेक्टेड फेज हुआ करता था गवर्नमेंट का, गवर्निंग बॉडी का, अभी इस बार इन्होंने क्या किया, स्पेशली एक फेज को पढ़ने की बात, इन्होंने स्टडी करने की बात यहाँ पर रखी. राइट? इसीलिए इनको एक जो कहते हैं प्रोमिनेंट पर्सनालिटी इस फील्ड के लिए कहा जाता है. ऐसा नहीं कि इन्होंने इसके पहले अदर थिंकर्स ने बात नहीं की थी. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया ही, एडमंड बर्के थे, बेजोट थे, एंटियली रहे. उन्हीं के ही आर्टिकल्स को, बुक्स को पढ़ करके इनको स्पार्क आया कि वी शुड गो फॉर द स्टडी ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. राइट? बट एज एन डिसिप्लिन, as a spatial context, he brought Woodrow Wilson has brought the focus on this particular issue. Right? Few reasons are also given here, like why Woodrow Wilson became compelled to go for the study of administration. So that time there were issues like complexity were raised. Complexity has raised in this society. Right. Second one was the functions of the state. Right? And third one was the growth of government on democratic lines. what Wilson has observed these three things. Complexity of society means earlier the population was less, but now it is increased. Functions of the state were limited at that time, but that means after the post 19th century, it has increased. Growth of government on democratic lines means people were asking for the democratic setup ethos, so it has also grown. So these three were asking for the something new which were missing at that moment, right? So these 3 point has raised question how and what. What question they raised? How and what. How direction must be taken, what direction must be taken, how and what direction. ठीक. सो यहाँ एक जो क्वेश्चन हुआ, दैट टाइम नीड ऑफ रिफॉर्म and reform in government. When these problems arised, what political scientists were doing? They were focusing on how the constitution will work, what are the points will taken care in law part, so the people will follow that law. But they were not focusing on the exact point, what? एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. एक जनरल फिनोमिना है, जब भी हम किसी गवर्नमेंट को के अगेंस्ट कोई बात कहते हैं कि ये गवर्नमेंट अच्छा नहीं कर रही है, फिनोमिना व्हेन वी क्रिटिसाइज अ गवर्नमेंट, व्हाट वी यूज्ड टू से, दिस रोड हैजंट बीन नॉट कंस्ट्रक्टेड, और से दिस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज नॉट कमिंग, और any of the problem which we face in day-to-day life, every time we say if something is wrong, means government is wrong. But exactly, just imagine, is really government is wrong? Are the officials who they have the duty to do those work, they are wrong? So this is the basic question, and this question comes under this administrative part. Means if something is wrong, that means the officials are in charge of those departments or the ministries, they were wrong. Means the administrative system is wrong, not the government is wrong. It's another discussion why means government, how government plays an important role in administrative system, but what we are discussing here, the administrative part, right? So whenever the administration is wrong, that time the reform, where the reform is required, in government or in administration. So these were the basic questions has arisen at the time of Woodrow Wilson, and Woodrow Wilson has focused reform in administration. So this whole phenomena, talking about the administration, administrative setup, administrative system, this has given a question mark about what? About the administration. Means we need to study the administration. Study the administration. Go for the study of administration. Not every time talks about the government, because in political science thinkers were talking about the government, but nobody is talking about the administrative part. So Woodrow Wilson has brought this topic in front of the world. A very interesting thing, when this the essay were writing in 1887, that time Woodrow Wilson was not an administrator, he was just a student, and he was just completing his dissertation, as I discussed in earlier phase. So, not being an administrator, he tried to focus on the administrative system, and later on he became the administrator. As I told you, he became the governor of New Jersey, and in 1913 he became the president of the America. Okay. Next, one or two more point which is supporting this entire discussion. Political scientists were busy in that time. The political scientists were busy in what? Busy in solving the problem of democracy and monarchy. These were the hot topics for the political scientists. They were busy in those setups, but not things about these internal phenomena, where exactly the work is going on. That were not the cup of tea for the political scientist. So this neglection, ये जो neglection ये जो neglected part रहा, ये विल्सन ने उठाया. He raised this neglected part of the system. And given the theory, study of administration. So my dear friends, I think we are clear about why and which situation Woodrow Wilson has focused on this essay, study of administration, and how he became the father of administration. Because earlier to him and later on, every thinker what they did, they were just somewhere in favor of study of administration, somewhere in against. But eventually what happened, this scope, the periphery of administration has increased, and that become as a part of discipline, and even some ups and downs has come in the history of, or say the journey of this subject, but overall a disciplinary system has evolved due to the Wilson. A statement is being said, that science of administration is the latest fruit. Science of administration is the latest fruit. What is? Science of administration is the latest fruit of the study of the science of science. Here, few were saying that it became a latest fruit for public administrator or political scientist. They were not able, or say they were not ready to take this particular administration as a evolving subject or as a discipline. They were tried to comprise it in between in the umbrella of political science. So here they called latest fruit. Right. So what Wilson has tried, Wilson said that we need to study something which are very much play an important role for the administrative setup, the executive body which plays an important role in governing system. So these were the things. Some points are also been you need to know the science of administration, where it arises. The science of administration, first it has been observed or seen in Europe. अब यहाँ पर एक चीज़ आती है कि विल्सन को क्या ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पढ़ने के लिए क्या कोई दैवीय शक्ति प्राप्त हुई थी क्या? ऐसा नहीं था. एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सेटअप वेयर देयर, comparative governance were there, but not in America. It was present in Europe, like in France and in Germany. It was there, science of administration. So Wilson has studies, as I discussed you about the Edmund Burke, Béjot and TLE. They were the Europeans. So from them Wilson has got the information, got the knowledge, and lastly they get sparked to study for the study of administration. So further, when we study the Woodrow Wilson, we observe गाइज यहाँ पर कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जो मैं आपको इसलिए बता रहा हूँ. यूपीएससी आस्क द क्वेश्चंस अबाउट वुड्रो विल्सन, but the answer is not straightforward. So to write all those questions, means the answers, you need to know about the historical aspect or the contemporary issues of that time. What is going on in the European administrative system in US. So after knowing all those aspects, you will be able to write all the answers, right? So that is why I am taking some time for discussing about the Woodrow Wilson. So bear with me. Wilson said, what Wilson said, public administration is a detailed and systematic systematic execution of public law. Public administration is a detailed and systematic execution of public law, and every particular application of law application of general law is every particular application of general law is an act of administration. The same statement has been asked by the UPSC in examination. Okay. Public administration is a detailed and systematic execution of public law. Detailed and systematic execution of public law. Every particular application of general law is an act of administration. The same statement has been taken by the UPSC. अब इसका आंसर लिखने के लिए आपको, जब तक आप यू आर नॉट अवेयर अबाउट द हिस्टोरिकल एस्पेक्ट, then you will be not able to write the good answer. Okay, so this statement has been said by the Wilson. Because Wilson has studied and discussed the subject matter and characteristics about the administration and what will be the characteristics are से विशेषताएं जो होती हैं वो क्या होंगी, what will be the characteristics of the administrative or say administration. Another statement I would like to write here that has been again asked by the UPSC. Write down the broad plans of government. Broad plans of government action are broad plans of government action are not administrative, the broad plans of government action are not administrative, though the detailed execution of execution of such plan is the distinction in between general plans and administrative means general plans and administrative means. What he says, the broad plans of government एक्शन, ये जो गवर्नमेंट एक्शन की बात कर रहा है, आर नॉट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव, मीन्स जो भी गवर्नमेंट प्लानिंग करती है वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव नहीं है. दो द डिटेल्ड एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ सच प्लान्स, दो द डिटेल्ड एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ सच प्लान इज डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन जनरल प्लान एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव मीन्स आप सोचिए, अर्लियर व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, द प्लान्स वर डेवलप्ड आर क्रिएटेड बाय द governing bodies or say government, but they were not calling it as an administrative plans. They were making distinctions, okay, creating difference. No, they are not the general plans. They are something different. So this has been these are the question has been raised by the Woodrow Wilson. The same this lines were asked by the UPSC in examination. So try to be with the entire subject or say entire topic. Anything can be asked by the examiner. So this is the entire discussion about the Woodrow Wilson. Now onward we are going to discuss about the political administrative dichotomy, but in later class. Okay, thank you.